Hello guys, welcome back. In this section, we are going to start to configure our project to deploy on Heroku. So we first of all we are going to create the required files and settings and modifying our project to make it able to deploy on Heroku. Okay, so let's get it started. First thing that I want to show you is this link. Okay, so I prepared this tutorial. It is on my GitHub, open source. So um, we are going to use this tutorial as an references. So next time when you will upload another application, you can use this project as an references. Okay, because there are so many steps that we need to follow that you might forget something. Okay, and as well it has like few codes already written. You can just copy and paste and avoid manually mistakes. But the most important thing is you need to understand the full process, and then you'll be able to understand what you are doing. Okay, so let's get it started. First, I want to show you what is Heroku. So Heroku is a platform as a service, so you can create um, what is Heroku? I think here will be better. That's the official website for Heroku. Okay, so Heroku is from 2007. Was created in San Francisco. It's a platform as a service. So it's a kind of service that you can hire when a small instance for hosting your project online, and it will scale automatically as your applications is growing. Okay, so it will provide the environment, the security in certain levels. It will provide automatically one DNS URL and SSL certificates, and and so many things that you don't need to care about. You don't need to be taking care or manually installing servers and installing certificates or updating your environment, because Heroku will automatically take everything, all this stuff from you, and will take care itself. Okay, so that's the Heroku website. You can get more information about it, but basically it will provide one instance, small instance for you, and then you will start small, and when you get more and more access and more your application grow, it will scale, and then you can like have your application online at up to a certain level for free, and for a certain period. After this period, you need to pay but it's very very cheap. It's about $7 um, for 1 million application, and then as it grows the price will increase as well. But for our purpose in this class, we can use the free tier. That will be more than enough for us to do the deployment. Okay, so you can get more information about Heroku here, but what you need to know is basically a platform as a service that you will avoid needing to be installing servers and Linux and so on and so forth. Okay, but it runs over the Linux layer. I don't know if you can have a Windows layer. I don't think so. Probably will be just a Linux, what in my opinion is much better. Okay, so um, let's get it started. The first steps here we did already. For example, we create a folder for our project. We have that already. Enter inside the director folder. um, Create a virtual environment. Okay, here is creating in the virtual environment using one old tool. Now you learned already how to create the virtual environment in Python 3. So you can still use this way, but you learned how to create the virtual environment with Python 3.6 that comes with a virtual environment automatically when you install it. As well, we activate the virtual environment. You know how to do that already as well. So I will go out from my terminal. So you have here the virtual environment activated. We installed Django already. Okay, we have the project created. This tutorial will assume that you are creating the full project from scratch. Okay, the first thing that we don't have here at the moment is Git. Okay, so Git is one tool to versionate source code. Okay, I think it's the most powerful and well-known tool that we have around the world about code versioning. So it's a very stable, it's excellent and amazing tool, I have to say. It's one of the greatest software I ever work in my life. So it's I think worth investment learning a little bit more about Git. Maybe in the future I'm going to record a course about Git, but for now I don't have any. But you have a lot of documents on internet. Um, to install Git is very simple. You just download it here in Mac or Windows, and you do next, 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 install, and that's it. For if you are using Linux, it's very simple as well. You do sudo apt-get install git and git core, and that's it. Okay, once you do that, you have Git already installed in your machine. There's no secret with that. So here in the tutorial is saying that we need to create one new repository. We are going to create this repository inside our project folder. So if I go here and let's see where I am inside my project clients. If I go back one level, let's see what I have. I have the virtual environment. I don't want to include the virtual environment inside my Git repository, so I'm not going to create my Git repository here. I'm going to create inside clients. So I'll go inside clients, okay, and I'll do git init. Okay, so now you can see here that the Git says initialized empty Git repository in. So that's exactly what I want. So if I do ls minus la, I see that now I have this folder called .git. So the Git repository is created successfully. Okay, so now create a file called git ignore with the following content. So basically the git ignore is a file that we're going to list everything that we don't want to versionate. Okay, so basically I will go here and do new file and do git ignore. Okay, okay, no, for now no, and then with the following content. So later I will indent this in this thing that will be much easier. So I remove that, and then I don't want to versionate IDE. This guy here, I don't want to include that because it's related to PyCharm. I don't need that on the server. As well, I don't want to versionate my my database. This guy right here, I don't need this virtual environment because it's in the previous folder. And as well, I don't want to versionate any pyc file. Okay, that's basically the Python compiled files. So I don't want to do that. If I do git status now, git status is a comment that will show me what is what Git will include, okay, into the versioning system. So we still have problems here. For example, I still have SQLite 3 because we had a problem there. I just fixed it and now it's not listening anymore. I don't want to media. I don't want to versionate media. So my media, okay, because the users will be uploading this file on the server, so I don't want to versionate that. Static is I want. My templates manager, this guy here doesn't need to be, but I'll not include it here. I'll just remove. Okay, so Save, delete. Just remove this guy. What else? We need to make sure that we are going to have a clean repository, a clean Git repository. Okay, so all of this I want to versionate. All this is are important. Okay, I don't know why I still have this idea guy here. Let's see if it's related to this. Okay, maybe by accident I include this guy on repository, because in the beginning the PyCharm opened up a pop-up, and by mistake I press enter. Maybe it was included because of that. So we can remove this guy just doing like this. So git remove cached dot idea vc xml. Okay, git status again. Okay, I don't have this guy anymore. You probably would not gonna have the same problem, okay, because I just press enter by accident when PyCharm pops me up with a new balloon. It's kind of questions, silly questions. Okay, okay, I think we are fine now with the repository. Let's keep going. Now we're going to add everything into Git. Okay, so to add the files, to really add it on the versioning, you do git add dot, and then all this guy was added. If we do git status again, we can see now that every single file was included. Okay, and then let's do our first commit. Git commit and first commit. Okay, now our repository is ready to go. Okay, let's go for to the next sections. Hiding instance configuration. So for security reasons, we need to hide the important configurations for our project. Okay, for that we are going to include the Python decouple. Okay, so we copy that and paste, and then people will install Python decouple for us. Okay, and then we need to create one file called .env at the root of the project. So here, right here, you create this file .env. Okay, this one is the guy that I said previously. The PyCharm like stay showing this kind of pop-up, and then I by accident I press enter. That's why I include that guy. Okay, now I need on purpose I press yes to include this on repository. Okay, so now we have the file, and we need to extract the secret key and debug from our settings. Okay, so we need to go to settings and override the secret key with this value. So I'll go there and go to clients and go to settings, and at the very beginning I will extract this guy here, and I'll take this value without aspas, okay, without quotes, and I'll put that here. I'll close the git ignore and admin and forms and model, because you don't need to deal with it for now. Okay, like this. Okay, and you put like this with no spaces. Okay, no spaces here and no spaces there. The same with debug. We need to override actually this guy right here like this. Okay, and then we need as well to import the couple, this guy that we installed here. We need to import that inside the settings. Okay, that's it. We need to put the debug on .env as well with no spaces too, and then now configure the database. Okay, yeah, I have a spelling mistake here to fix it. I just saw it. Okay, so you go there and install the Django database URL. Is a tool that will help us to set up the database. Okay, so I'll copy this function, I'll import it here. Okay, and then we can copy and paste this configuration. What this configuration is doing is basically setting up the database for us in two different occasions. The first one, if I'm locally, it will use the SQLite database, this guy that I have here, db.sqlite3. If not, if I have one configuration called database URL, or in my M file or in my environment, it will use this database. Let me explain that. When you create one Heroku application, Heroku will automatically create one database for you, one PostgreSQL database, and will provide in the virtual environments in the virtual environment variables one variable with the path for your database and with password and users, so it will be hidden inside the virtual environment. Oh, sorry, inside the virtual the the variables from your environment. So um, every operational system has variables. When you turn on the machine, it has variables that can be reading can be read from the environment. Okay, so Heroku will include this variable with the path for the database. So the Django and this guy here config that's come from database URL will first check if there is one variable with this value. You will use this one. If not, we'll use the SQLite 3. Okay, that's basically how it works. It will decide. For example, here in my machine, I don't have this variable defined, so it will use my database. But in Heroku, I have this variable. And then it will ignore this guy and will use the PostgreSQL database. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, guys. So for now, I think we are good for this class. Next class, we're going to continue. We're going to continue with from the static files. Okay, we're going to create few more files, and we're going to do our first deploy. Okay. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure that you did every single step exactly how it is in the tutorial or the way that I told you here, because we might have a slight difference, but if you're doing everything okay, we are good to go to the next video. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this class, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.